thank you for being here with us this evening. Dr. Levitt, you're going to present some of the closing remarks later on. We have many of our past graduates stop by to check in and to update us on their newest and exciting ventures. They value that they can stop by to stay in touch and see what's changed and what's stayed the same. I know that they stop in to say thanks and to make sure that we know they are doing well. It's great to see them involved in the activities of being successful adults, parents, employers, employees, and citizens in their communities. I spoke with our speaker, our past grad speaker, actually last year about this time, Ryan Setterstrom. He was actually on a cell phone calling me calling him. He was in Texas, and his job had taken him there. He was a coffee sales person. He was missing not being at home with his family, and actually he has a large family and was expecting the birth of his 6th child when I called. He sounded busy, happy, grateful for all his accomplishments since graduating. He definitely sounded mature and was out there doing what needed to be done for his family. This year, his past advisor, Tim, said, give Ryan a call, see what he's doing. He thought he was in town working at Coca-Cola and possibly available to speak. Not soon after that lead, I got a call from Ryan saying, are you trying to get hold of me? And I said, yeah, thanks for the initiative. I was pleased for his willingness to help out. In talking with Ryan, prior to this evening, he's been taking college classes. He's working full-time, as I mentioned. His baby is now 1 year old, and his other children are ages 3 to 12. Is that right? Ryan spoke of doing a lot of growing up since 1999 when he graduated, and I have no doubt about that. He has much to share. May I introduce Ryan Setterstrom.
Welcome, class 2012, family and friends. I'm Ryan Setterstrom, class of 1999. If someone told me 13 years ago that I would be coming back here to give a speech at graduation, I would have laughed at you. But here I am. We all decided to go up to ALC for all different reasons. Whatever they were, we had one goal. That was to graduate. And I'm proud to say that you did it. When I first decided to go to ALC, I wasn't sure what I was going to find. Students smoking in the hallways, cursing at teachers. But what I found is the opposite. I found students were very respectful to everybody, and the teachers. A school like ALC is sort of like a small community where you walk in and people know who you are. Where a student can walk in Monday morning and a teacher will ask you, how was your weekend? Not out of courtesy, because they actually care how your weekend was. The teachers at ALC are some of the most caring and understanding teachers I have ever met. They are a big part of why you're here today, but ultimately, you guys all made the decision to be here. I had no idea the choices that I would be making then could and would affect me the rest of my life. But just like the choice that you made to attend ALC, you knew in your mind and your heart that you needed to graduate. So you just did it. After I graduated ALC, the first thing I did was go to college. I didn't know why. I was going because back then I knew everything. The first semester I went, I ended up taking only 3 classes. The highest grade I got was a D. I decided that was enough. After all, I knew everything. So I set out to find a job. I spent the next 10 years working at 4 different jobs. I had a good future at each one, chance to move up. When the time came for me to get that promotion, the question was, what's your degree? And of course, I didn't have a degree, so that ended that interview. Back then, I thought it was the company. They didn't know what they were talking about. I could do the job. I didn't need a degree. And I looked at my best friend, someone that I admired, and that was my wife. She had a 2-year degree and a good job with little to do what she went to school for. It showed me that the degree meant you made a commitment to further your education. You just did it. Just like when you came here. You made a commitment to graduate. So my wife and I talked, and we decided it wasn't the right time. For about 1.5 years, we had the same conversation, and it always wasn't the right time. One of my days off, I walked downstairs, like I do every morning, and I asked for my honey to-do list. And she said, do whatever you want to. So I sat there for a minute and I thought, I really want to go to school. So that's what I did. Knew there was always be some reason to go, not to go. Kids, job, whatever, time. But we talked about it, and we decided that it was time for me to go. We decided no matter what happened in our lives, minimum, I would take one course. I knew it would take a long time, but I also knew it had to be done. Because of what I did before, I got all those D's. I started out with a 0.57 GPA. It took me 2 years to work that back up to 3.1. Actually, something I'm proud of. So, remember, all the decisions you make today will follow you and affect you tomorrow. Everyone has bumps in the road of life. It's how you deal with those bumps, what you learn from them. You know that uncertainty feel you have today doesn't go away. The question is, do you know how to make that uncertainty your friend? Take that uncertainty, make it your friend, make up your mind, and you will just do it. Just take the next step in your life, whatever that will be, and make sure you give it your all and never give up. Thank you.
Ryan, before you leave, he's dashing out here, but he's got a commitment. I think that if he decides to tire of the marketing, maybe he could be a teacher if he wants. Good job. I know you're a teacher to your children.
Thank you.